Next, equivalent capacitance. Okay. A single capacitor that can be used to replace a network of capacitors, or a single capacitor that produces the same effect as a network of capacitor is called the equivalent capacitance. Okay. Then parallel combinations of capacitance. Sorry, we have parallel combination. The charge flow for all three capacitors, that is Q. Then for C1, charge flow for the C1, that is Q1. Then charge flow for the C2, that is Q2. Charge flow for C3, that means third capacitor, Q3. Okay, then here then we can consider equivalent capacitance or total capacitance as C. Then C mean total capacitance. C කියන්නේ total capacitance එක.
Okay, sir.
Then this total capacitor and the capacitance of the this network is equal. Equal mean identical. හරි. දෙකේම එක වගේම තමයි capacitance එක. Then the charge flow for the total capacitance is Q. Q වෙන්න බෑ නේද? මේ network එකකට identical නම් මේකටත් යන්නේ total charge Q. Then potential difference through the parallel network, that is V. Then potential difference in each capacitors is equal to V. හැම එකේම V. හරි. මොකද parallel connection නේ. Then the potential difference of the total capacitance also V. Total එකෙත් V. හරි. Then we can write here Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. මොකද Q නේ අපි මේකේ මේ branches තුනකට split වෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 equal to Q. The conservation of charge නේද? Then from the equation Q equals CV, then instead of Q, then we can substitute CV.
CV.
Yes. Then instead of Q1, C1V, Q2, C2V, Q3, C3V. Then voltage, that means potential difference for all the capacitors V, then V cancel, then C equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Then to get the total capacitance of the parallel connection, then we have to add all the capacitors, right? Then we have to take sum of the capacitance of the network, parallel network.
Yes, sir.
Next, total capacitance of n number of identical capacitors. N number of identical capacitors are in parallel. Then here number of capacitors are n in parallel. Then capacitance of each capacitor C. එතකොට අපිට පුළුවන් to get the total capacitance C total. Then we have to add the C n times C නේද? n times අපිට add කරන්න තියෙන C. Then here n number of terms here. N number of terms. Then we can write NC. That is the total capacitance of n number of identical capacitors. Okay. C mean here capacitance of one capacitor. So, capacitance of a single capacitor. Make a capacitor එක තියෙන capacitance. Okay, write this. Next, series combination. Then you can consider three capacitors in series. Then the first one C1, C2, C3. Then here charge flow through each capacitor that is Q, here plus Q, minus Q, then again here plus Q, minus Q, plus Q, minus Q. Then here you can see the charge of each capacitor that is identical. Neither. Hammer capacitance again, charge that is identical because all the three capacitors are connected in series.
Yes.
Yes. In previous case, a culling case they are connected in parallel, so the voltage of each capacitor is equal. Make it then equal in charge.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Then here potential difference between C1, that is V1, potential difference to C2, that is V2, then potential difference to C3, that is V3. Hurry. Then we can consider the total capacitor like this. This is the total capacitor. Then the charge of the total capacitor also plus Q minus Q neda. Total
Oh,
Then here
yes.
potential difference for the total capacitor is V. Then you already know V1 plus V2 plus V3
V3
should be
is
equal
equal
to
to.
V. Because why? Because this is the total capacitor. Total එක නම් එහෙම වෙන්න එපානේ. V1 plus නැත්නම් මෙහෙම හිතන්නත් පුළුවන්. Then two end of the series connection A, B. Then we can connect total capacitor between A and B. A and B අතර total එක connect කරනවා. A
Yes.
and B අතර total capacitor එක connect කරත් එකයි මේ network එක තිබ්බත් එකයි. මොකද equivalent capacitor එක නේද? Okay, then here
Yes.
V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay, then we already know Q equals CV, then V equal Q over C, then here V equal Q over C, C mean here total capacitance, V1 equal Q over C1, V2 equal Q over C2, V3 equal Q over C3. The method Q are equal for each term. Hammer term Q equal. Then 1 over C equal 1 over C1 plus 1 over C2 plus 1 over C3 neda.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then this is the equation for the series combination of capacitors. Again, අපිට equation එක ලියන්නත් පුළුවන් reciprocal of total capacitance equal to reciprocal sum of reciprocals of each capacitance. Reciprocal mean පරස්පරය හරි 1 over.
Paraswar.
Yes. Next, total capacitance of n number of series capacitors. Then capacitance of each capacitor is equal, that means identical. Then here n number of series capacitors. Okay, then total capacitance C total should be equal to 1 over C plus 1 over C plus 1 over C. 1 over C, how many 1 over C's? There should be n number of 1 over
N
C's.
numbers.
Then we can multiply 1 over C by n. Then n over C. Then C 1 over C total equal to N over C. Then C total equal to C over N. C mean what's
Yes.
it? Capacitance of one capacitor. N mean number of capacitors. Okay, then this equation is very important when there is a series identical capacitors. Sorry. Total එක හොයාගන්න මේක වැදගත්. හරි. අර series විදියට identical capacitance තිබ්බොත්. Two identical capacitors, 2 microfarad are in series. Then total capacitance we can write C total then capacitance of one capacitor 2, number of capacitor also 2. Then it should be 1 microfarad. Ne? Here 3 identical capacitors are in series, 5 microfarad, 5 microfarad, 5 microfarad. Then C total should be equal to value of one capacitor 5 microfarad, then divide it by number of capacitors in series, 3. Then 5 over 3, 5 over 3 microfarad.
Yes.
Okay, write this example. Total capacitance of two series capacitors C1 and C2. Then there is a C1 and C2 are in series. Then we can write total capacitance. To get the total capacitance, like 1 over C total equal to 1 over C1 plus 1 over C2 or normal. Then you can get the common denominator C1 plus C2 over C1 into C2. Then 1 over C total. Then C total equal to C1 into C2 over C1 plus C2. Then you can keep it in mind this equation directly. මේ equation directly අපි මතක තියාගත්තොත් අපිට වැඩේ ලේසි network එක total එක හොයද්දි. Okay? නැත්නම් අපිට අර මේ 1 over දදා ඉන්න වෙනවනේ. reciprocal එක ලියලිය ඉන්න වෙනවා. එහෙම නැතුව මේක අපි directly මතක තියාගත්තොත් ලේසි වැඩි. හරි.